Someone tweet us the concept art of a fur dagger. God damn it, did I really just ask them all for dick pics?
Yes, you did.
Motherfucker.
You asked Josh Dubs.
Dubs.
Yeah, exactly.
Cream of the crop.
I co-host one show, and that show is with Josh on Getting Off Topic every Sunday night. Co-host of the year.
Triple H, and of course, the most important one, the mysterious Hispanic Hercules.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this superb evening to Get Off Topic. I am your host, Josh Dubs, J Dubs, just plain Dubs, if you will. Here again with my wonderful co-host, Bad Back Ham.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Man, that back must be really bad right now.
It's feeling pretty shitty, but what can I do?
You're
just dealing with it.
You're limiting your movements, I can tell. But we're happy to be here. I've totally missed the big game today.
Man, it was nothing to watch anyway.
Oh, good. Well, then I'm glad I didn't miss much.
Even the sweet victory halftime super show.
Oh, they actually did
was,
that. They actually did the SpongeBob thing.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy. But like how like it was but it was shitty though.
Yeah, it was what you would expect. I mean, unless you're a super fan who thought it was really going to be like ultra amazing, but nah, man, it was just a simple Maroon 5 cover of a song.
Gay. Right? Is that the correct
that's
response?
pretty much it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't miss it because it sounded like it's not much to miss. But I hope you're not missing this because we're going to get off topic. And we're going to get real loud. And then turn down the music a little bit. Did you see that BTK's daughter's putting out a new book?
I didn't even know BTK had a daughter.
Yeah, well, you know he had a family and everything.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I thought he always had sons, though. I didn't know he had a daughter.
I guess, I never really thought about it. I knew he had children. I assume when they say children, I assume like one boy, one girl. But yeah, she's coming out with a new book that's supposed to be published at the end of this month. And I didn't realize this. Dennis Rader is still alive in prison.
Yeah, he's still, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I mean, a
lot of these guys are.
I didn't think he died, but
there's a lot of these guys who are actually still alive in prison.
It's kind of crazy to think about that. But yeah, he's apparently, some news TV show tried to reach out to him, and he can only write letters. He can't do like phone interviews or actual interviews.
By his request or by
I think it's probably by like court order.
Okay.
I would imagine. But like he wrote them like this 4-page long letter about the book and how he's like, oh well, my daughter. He's like, I haven't read it, and she's entitled to her, her feelings on it. And, I basically like fucked up her life, kind of a thing. And but he would still kind of be like something saying that he wants to give an interview, but he can't, or he's making fun of the media and stuff, but you can kind of tell in like his letters that he wants the attention still.
Really?
Yeah. So this is pretty interesting, and I'm actually pretty excited to read it. It's called Daughter of a Serial Killer,
okay.
And or maybe it's called A Serial Killer's Daughter. But yeah, it's Carrie Rawson is her name, and yeah, she's writing this book about her experience and having to come to terms with the fact that this man who was basically, he was an okay dad. A normal dad, you would
but he was a psychopath.
But he was a psychopathic serial killer that murdered over 10 people, including 2 children. Which the media always have to add the 2 children.
Yeah, of course.
The 2 children. Because it's the most heinous of the crimes, apparently. You all right? You're back?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm
all right.
Just dealing.
Just dealing? Well, I didn't bid. Did my dad take care of you? Well, speaking of serial killers, one of the Manson family members is actually up for parole. Again. This she's apparently the youngest member, Leslie Van Houten, who was convicted, for the Tate LaBianca murders. She was actually up for parole before the end of the year, I think November, and was denied. But since Bobby Boussalet has been recommended for parole, now she went up for parole, and then now she's apparently been granted parole.
Okay.
So all these like Manson family members are now like going to be part of society.
Well, is Boubele gonna get out? No, he's not.
You don't think he's getting out?
No,
they granted parole though.
Did they? So he is getting out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I asked.
Yeah. I said they've been up for parole, and now they've been granted parole.
Yeah, they both should die in prison.
I agree. I mean, no matter how harmless they are as human beings, they still committed atrocious acts and should fucking live out the rest of their sentence behind bars.
Look, our society is susceptible to people who think the way they do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right now especially. And it's, and there are people out there that do hold them in high regard, you would say. Kind of look up to them.
They're stupid people. There's a lot of stupid people everywhere. There's a lot of stupid
people out there. And it's, to basically, it's also saying that, like, yeah, we'll give you a life sentence, but then not really. You won't have to live your entire life in prison. Like, it's just it's frustrating when that happens. It doesn't feel like there's really any justice. And again, like I said, they're in their 70s, but they're... Doesn't matter how harmless they are or how old they are.
Look at Marshall Applewhite.
Yeah, fuck that guy. And he was fucking old fogey too.
Yeah,
fucking up a whole bunch of people's lives. But yeah, it's again, no matter how harmless they may appear to be or have shown themselves to be, proven themselves to be, it's they should stay in prison for what they have done.
Yeah, I mean. Granted, excuse me. Yeah, they were up for parole, and they got granted. No, they should stay. I don't know what it's the liberal left that let them out because they've been reformed.
Right.
They haven't been reformed.
No, they haven't, and they're still. I don't know. They probably still have that like anti-Semite racism in them.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to start a fucking race war when they get out.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised.
Because if you look at it, like, Manson's predictions came true after, 40 years?
Yeah. Well, yeah, which one are you referring to?
All of them. The cop wars and...
oh, yeah.
And race wars and...
Yeah. Yeah, so he's kind of like Nostradamus.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nostril piss ass.
Manstradamus. He died in prison. Good riddance, I say.
And because he died in prison, they're like, oh well maybe now, we can release everyone. They're
like
stupid.
Like it's some
That's
fucking
stupid.
kill the leader shit, and then everyone will disband type shit. No, it's
That's
not.
stupid.
Like he's been a pop culture icon for so long. He's been in the minds and on the mouths of a lot of shit, in media, in news. He's been in news since it happened, since '69, and he's still continuing to be brought up. So, I mean, the fact that you would think that he wouldn't have an effect, or his mantra, whatever you want to call it, wouldn't have an effect or be, able to be reached by other people, you're fooling yourself. Because our generation, well, not our generation, this current generation, is probably going to become a bunch of race war.
Dude, what's happening right now is there's a lot of serial killers out there that we just don't know about or hear about.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately. And they and the reason why is because, being a serial killer should be a whole lot more difficult in this day and age. But it happens all the time. Yeah. If there are missing people, dude... there's, every single day, there's new missing people. Who's to say that they're not getting kidnapped by a fucking serial killer?
Right. Or being sent to a compound where they're hunted for sport.
That's a possibility, but I think that only happens if you're the pest. You're John Leguizamo.
I think that's one thing we can all agree on, that we would all hunt down John Leguizamo. Given the opportunity. But for real, dude, I
realized that one of the chicks' names in that movie was Malaria.
Again, I haven't seen this movie. It's still one of the.
But it's
Josh
Malaria.
Malaria. I mean, that actually sounds like a pretty name when you say it, like Malaria. I don't know why I'm like I say it like Fez from Malaria. Look at Malaria. But man, I don't know. I don't think they should be let out. I think they should stay in prison. I don't think this should be an issue. I don't think it should be anything we should be talking about. Because they should stay in prison. End of story.
Yeah. But
apparently they've been granted parole and they're going to be released in I don't know how long.
That's stupid. I'm still going to say that and continuously say that. That's just stupid.
It is stupid.
It's just stupid.
It's very stupid. I don't think it should happen.
I don't know, man. It just feels like the world is progressing, but we're like sitting there going, oh, the fingers up our butt, the. We could be the lead in all the space race right now. But we got Elon Musk who can just decide, you know what? Yeah. I can pack up my my company and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, and he's going to do that.
Well, yeah, because is he stationed in
in the
America
States,
right now? You know,
in Texas, and he's using all of NASA's launch pads and everything like that.
Okay. So you think he's gonna pack up and go elsewhere?
If shit continues to be all stupid.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? Where do you think he's gonna go?
Canada.
Canada.
China.
And what do you mean specifically? Like, if we're gonna keep being stupid, what do you think is gonna prevent him from, or make him leave?
Regulation.
What kind of regulation? What do they regulate?
I mean, they won't. I mean, they'll start regulating on what he can and cannot ship up and this and that and.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You don't own space. Fuck you.
But they do.
That's dumb.
I mean, if you think about it, they kind of do. I mean, you could launch your own stuff up there, but it's not going to stay up there.
Well, yeah. I mean, but he's bringing it back down and. But regardless, still, like, what do you? Is it so NASA's going to put these regulations on him, or is it
the
like
United
the
States
US
government?
But what is he? Well, what is he going to want to send out that they don't want him to send out?
People.
Oh well, then he should let them. Like, people need to go back out there. We need to go back out there eventually.
And then, but that's the thing is, the United States isn't about their. We're more about spreading democracy via Liberty Prime.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's true. I mean, we can be pretty.
And it's going to be a space force, and he just wants to go to Mars.
Yeah, we all need to go to Mars. Well, I mean, I want to at least. But still, it's going to be shitty if that ends up happening. I mean, there's a lot of not so good things happening in the world in general. But I hope Elon Musk doesn't move to Canada.
I hope Elon Musk buys his own country.
Sure.
Like, legitimately buys his own island and, small country or whatever, like an island the size of a small country.
Yeah, just so he can have, like, he could basically move his entire company to that island or whatever you would call it. An
offshore, like, evil island, with the fucking...
That's not suspicious.
His face on a volcano and shit.
Yes. No, it's just like the Tesla symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
No, it's him smoking that
that joint on fucking
the
Joe Rogan show.
Yeah.
Yes. And then he builds a giant laser, and then he burns that image into the moon.
He burns the Tesla logo onto the moon.
Yes, so it's just like, guess I own the moon.
It just says
now.
the Boring Company.
The Boring Company. God damn it. Yeah, no, I mean Elon Musk is I mean right now he's basically the greatest hope for space travel that our country has.
Yeah.
I mean, since NASA is not going up for some reason. I mean, other countries are going up, right? China sent some shit to the dark side of the moon recently.
That they did, and they started growing seedlings and shit in space.
Yeah.
They really did. They really, really, really did.
Which is insane.
Hey, New Zealand Outsider. What it do?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Glad you could join us. What did you think of the big game? You're in New Zealand. You don't care.
He doesn't care.
Good
It's all
for
about
you.
rugby,
Good
dude.
for you.
It's all about rugby.
I would.
The All Blacks, baby. The All Blacks.
The All Blacks? Is that the name of a rugby team?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And not just a rugby team, the best rugby team.
Oh.
They are the Patriots
okay.
of rugby.
Okay, so they're the best. By the way, I mean, who won?
The Patriots did.
Patriots did? All right.
13-3.
Damn, that's disappointing. As fuck.
It was 3-0 at the halftime.
That's disappointing.
It was a boring
as fuck.
game.
All Blacks would kick any of your
Yep.
teams. Yeah, I believe so. I'm not going to argue with that. Mostly because I don't care for our teams anyways.
Dude, the All Blacks are badass.
Yeah.
Fucking steroided up motherfuckers. They look huge. They're huge. They're huge. They all look like Jason Momoa.
Oh, damn. Yeah, we would be fucked up. That would fuck us up. Yes.
It's a team of Jason Momoa's, Rocks, and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, we're all fucked. Tom Brady would be fucked. It's like the only footballer name I know. He's not even a footballer. Footballer
He's a quarterback.
means different things in different places.
God damn it. He's a quarterback.
A quarterback is the only football name I know.
What about
Well, good
Gronkowski?
for them.
You know,
Well, I guess
Gronk.
that I know. Okay, yeah. That makes that name rings a bell.
You know Joe Montana.
Montana, yeah. Oh, Montana.
It's Joe Montana.
That's what I said. Fucking water boy. You remember when Adam Sandler was doing all them crazy voice movies?
You remember when Adam Sandler actually made good movies? Wait,
What are you talking about?
They would never make good movies.
He never made good. Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Like, I will go. I've gone back and I've seen like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, within like the past like 6 or 7 years, and it's the same shit. I mean, it's not. It is what you remember it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
It's him
just,
doing the
it's just
Adam
him
Sandler
doing
voice.
his shit. Joe Montana related to Hannah Montana. God damn it. But yeah, dude, no. I mean, with Adam Sandler movies, you know what you're gonna get. I mean, did you watch what was it? The
8 Crazy Nights.
No, it was.
That's where he got all the voiceovers. He did
Oh
like
yeah,
all
he did
the voiceovers.
everything. Yeah.
Every single one of his voices were in that movie.
Yes, which is not very many voices, to be fair.
No, it's 3.
But yeah, but no, did you watch The Ridiculous Six
yeah,
recently? The one that was on Netflix.
yeah, that was stupid.
Of course it was, but I laughed my ass off.
I mean, there were some funny
There were
parts.
some funny parts, but and did you see the Do Over?
No,
The Do Over where he's with David
I didn't
Spade?
watch the Do Over.
That one's all right. I mean, it's just still kind of the same shit. Same kind of humor, but it's Adam Sandler movies. Come on, what do you expect now?
Yeah, I guess
Everybody
you're right.
knows what you get. I mean,
You know what to expect.
that's why I don't mind watching him when he's on Netflix. I did check out part of the stand-up special he has on there. It's pretty funny. I mean, some of it is a little it's just.
Would you consider him a stand-up comedian?
I mean, that's how he started. And originally, he was a stand-up comedian.
I thought he was a sketch comedian.
No, he was a stand-up comedian. He was doing stand-up when he was really young, like 14 years old or something like that.
Okay.
And maybe it was like he was in his teens when he was doing that. And then he got into, SNL, and that's when his shit started picking up.
Okay.
But yeah, he was a stand-up guy for a while. Plus he did all those the comedy albums. You remember those? Did you ever listen to any of the like old comedy albums that he used to do?
Oh yeah. That's actually how I got my introduction to Adam Sandler, was the comedy album. Nighttime is the right time. Nighttime is the right time.
Yeah, yeah. The nighttime is the. Hey man, so come with me to this cult. I'm trying to meet this girl. It's not a cult, man. It's a really cool place. The nighttime is the right time. Yeah. I can't. Thanks for convincing me to join this cult, man. Yeah,
these haircuts are cool.
These haircuts are cool, and I'm so happy they made me kill my dad. Yeah, he was holding me back. And then
or the goat, the talking goat.
Put up your fucking dukes. I ain't got no dukes.
Yeah, no, that's how. And then I went back and started seeing his SNL stuff, and I was like, oh, that's who that is. Okay.
Yeah. No, that'd be comedy albums, and stand-up was where he got his main start. And then New Zealand outside over here with preferring Adam Sandler do stand-up so he doesn't do movies anymore. Which I don't blame you.
What are you talking about?
I'm really good at movies. You blew it. But no, I mean, did you? Well, let me tell you that. Did you see Punch Drunk Love? No, you didn't watch all of it. Well, it's definitely not an Adam Sandler movie, but it's a serious movie, and it's actually decent, and I enjoyed it. The other one, really good at one-dimensional. Yeah, he is. Yeah. The other one, I mean, Spanglish. Spanglish wasn't so bad, where he was an actual, actually trying to. The
only movie worth watching of Adam Sandler is 50 First Dates.
Yes, 50 First Dates, and I'm gonna throw this one in there too, Wedding Singer. Only because
because he doesn't really get into his normal characters or whatever.
But also because of the combo of Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. I think,
but then they had that one movie where they went on an Outback expedition,
which was just literally a vacation for him.
Yeah, but the movie sucked because of that. They didn't even take it serious. And it was garbage. And it was like what you would expect, only worse.
Well, no, I didn't see that one, but I do definitely like 50 First Dates and Wedding Singer. Just the 80s setting is fucking hilarious, and all the references and all that shit. But Adam Sandler nowadays is, you know what you're gonna get.
What's the chick's name who he was supposed to marry and backed out?
In Wedding Singer? Yeah. Linda.
Hey Linda, my mom says you're a bitch.
Get out of here. Go ahead. We think he has Tourette's. We're looking into it. Fuck, man. Yeah, I watched that movie a lot. Like, no, man. You hit two cones. Those could have been people. Those could have been guests at a wedding. They were cones.
John Lovitz?
Yeah, John Lovitz.
What is it?
He's losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
Yo, did you ever watch High School High?
Yes, where he was the teacher.
Yeah.
Yes, I watched that in high school, in my drama class.
That was one of the funniest movies, dude, at the time. It was such a hardcore parody. Like, and then it had Tia Carrera in it.
Yes, there was, yes.
Oh, Tia Carrera. She's fucking, even to this day, she's hot as fuck.
Agreed. But yeah, man, no, I watched that in my freshman drama class.
That's funny.
I watched that one. I saw Next Friday in my autos class. Needless to say, I had some pretty slacking teachers, or relaxed teachers, whatever you want to call them.
Well, I've told you this before, but I watched Orgasmo for the first time in class.
Nice. That's a fucking great movie. So funny to me that a lot of people don't know that it exists.
Yeah. Even to this day.
Well, some people still don't know about Cannibal the Musical.
That is true.
And that's someone I recommend all the time. If you've never seen it, New Zealand Outsider, if you haven't seen it, go pick up Cannibal the Musical. Matt Stone, Trey Parker's first movie. Back when they were in film school.
Even basketball's good.
Hilarious.
Basketball's fucking hilarious.
Basketball still holds up.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I mean, especially with the big game going on today. The whole thing of the the teams moving states and stuff. How we're gonna have the Raiders in our state, for half a season or whatever.
Okay.
You heard about that, right?
It's a possibility. They haven't confirmed or anything yet, but it's a possibility.
But that's crazy. And the LA Rams, weren't they the St. Louis Rams?
Jesus Christ, that was 4 years ago, dude.
Well, see, that's how little I pay attention. But still, it's crazy that they now we can just move a team. I don't get it. Whatever. That's why I don't like sports. They don't make sense.
Well, it's not that they can just move a team. It's the fact that the team was telling the city, "Hey, man, our stadium is over 20 years old. We probably need a new stadium, or at least some really big renovations to our stadium." And they're like, "Well, we're not going to do that." And so the team goes, "Well, we're going to go to a city that will do that for us."
Okay,
so they're taking their revenue that they would bring in to the city because they're a sports team,
right,
and moving it to a different city to help them economically, because the city that they were helping support for so many years didn't
want to support them.
Exactly.
So see, that just makes
that's what happened.
Way complicated.
That's what happened with the minor league baseball team here, basically.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's just
our minor league baseball team won not world champions, but they won national championships.
Yeah,
more than once, and it was never really acknowledged.
And they just up and left.
And so they were like, "All right, well, you know what? We're going to Vegas."
All right.
And so the owner said they're going to Vegas.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, that's the revenue part of it. The economic aspect of sports teams makes little sense to me.
And it was like tonight. I was talking to Zeus's uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle-in-law or whatever. And he was talking about how he's starting to maybe in a conspiracy-minded thought that maybe some sports are fixed. And I was like, dude, all sports are fixed.
Yeah.
And it's all because of revenue.
Right.
Even if it's ads, the Super Bowl wasn't going to be a complete shutout because there were a lot of ads and a lot of hype going into this.
Yeah.
And I told him, and I'm like, just look at the way it happens. It's slow paced. And even with college football, NCAA football, it's fast paced, but it's always high scoring, really close games.
Right.
And that's to get the adrenaline pumping. This one is more tense. This is supposed to be more tense.
So it's supposed to be more drawn out.
More dramatic as opposed to the fast paced, intense quick games that are in college.
That always makes me like. See, that reminds me of like John. No, not John. Anderson Silva versus Forrest Griffin. Like,
oh, dude, no, he got his ass whooped.
What? Who?
Forrest Griffin got his ass whooped.
Well, maybe. Well, was it that one I'm thinking of where it was like, it was Anderson Silva versus Forrest Griffin, and they went the full 5 rounds almost to the end. Or no, it's Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen I'm thinking of. That's right. So it's Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen, and they went like the full, like almost to the end of the 5 rounds. He had like 20 seconds left, and then that was when Anderson Silva at that point submitted him.
Yeah,
and like and before that, like his title match before that, he knocked the dude out in like the first round.
Yeah, but what happened in their second fight?
I don't remember the second.
In the second fight, Chael Sonnen pretty much just got dominated the second half of the fight.
All right.
As opposed to this one where he was dominating majority of the time, and then he finally got caught.
Yeah.
Chael Sonnen, I really wish he won an actual UFC title and like was.
He was a good fighter.
He was a really good wrestler, a really good fighter, and one hell of a talker. He got all of his talking like all of his talking abilities from portraying wrestling stars and things like that. He's a huge wrestling fan.
He was a very good talker. You're right.
That's one thing. Huge wrestling fan. And that's what he took away from wrestling was the talking aspect of hyping up a fight.
Right. And that's the thing too, is like now that the wrestlers are doing MMA and MMA fighters are coming and being wrestlers, like it's blurring the lines. I think we've talked about this before, or maybe you have on Ham Stew. But how it's just like, talking about fixed sports and the like, and you have wrestling, which is everyone's it's fake, it's all fake. But then, like I said, we have the crossover, and it's blurring the lines about what is.
I really got to show you this karate combat shit.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
All right, we'll check that out. But
it's interesting.
Well, what is it like? What is it?
Karate. Like you see. Okay, when I see this, like it reminds me of the championship, or what is it? The All Valley Championship in Karate Kid.
Okay, so it's like a tournament.
It's kind of like a tournament style, but it's not tournament style because the fights are set up.
Okay.
So it's this guy versus this guy, and they come in, but the stage feel, like the way it's the point system, the way they do their battles, because you can take someone down, and if both of your knees, being the aggressor, if both of your knees are down, the ref stops it immediately and stands you back up.
Okay.
But if you're standing, if you have one knee on the ground, but your other leg is up, you can strike for 5 seconds.
Okay.
And then after those 5 seconds, he stops you, stands you back up. Then you reset.
Okay. So it's a lot of like...
It's interesting.
So there's a lot of like ref stoppage and replacing fight. That is interesting.
It's interesting. Huh. It's classic karate. Like if you look at the way Karate Kid is done. Yeah. It's that type of tournament style feel.
Huh. That's crazy.
Point red, type thing. But the ref doesn't do that. The ref doesn't do that. Because they have judges on the side, that are taking in the scores and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well,
it's interesting.
Karate Combat, is that what it's called?
It's Karate Combat, something like that.
Karate Combat. All right, we'll write it down. We'll check it out.
I will.
All right. But yeah, man. No, where did we go? What happened? We got off topic.
We were talking sports.
Yeah. And how everything's fixed.
Yeah, all sports are fucking fixed, bro.
And how Ham can predict.
I cannot
wrestling.
predict. No,
well, you can predict like wrestling stuff.
I cannot predict wrestling, but I can give you a good overview of what may happen.
Yes, you are good. Well, you called that one.
I mean, I called the pay-per-view because that was easy as fuck. Hey, it's Strange.
And Cheech. It's me, Cheech.
Hey, it's Cheech, man.
Hey,
Let him in.
Cheech is not here, man. Cheech isn't here. Is soccer fixed? I think you mean football.
Football is totally fixed.
Oh yeah.
Look at FIFA. FIFA's one of the most fucking corrupt organizations
and it's
ever.
Obviously corrupt.
Yeah, and it's obviously corrupt.
Yeah, it's soccer fixed. I think he was trying to tell a joke there.
Like I said, the only sport that's definitely not fixed is rugby.
Yeah. All blacks, baby.
And if it is fixed, it's because they let their dudes do steroids. Which is the way it should be. I've been a proponent for this.
You haven't been alone in this, but yes, yeah, the pro steroids. Are you pro steroids for every sport?
Absolutely every sport. If you're in a sport, you need to take steroids.
Okay, so I want to. All right, so what about like NASCAR?
No, in NASCAR you're taking uppers.
You're taking uppers. So what? So we got NASCAR drivers on fucking like crystal meth.
Oh, crystal meth, and Xanax
and cocaine
and Xanax, something that they could zone out and left turn.
Yeah,
left turn.
Not something that makes them want to go faster.
Well, both. I mean, they have to zone out and they have to fucking
see. And that's the thing is they got to find that balance. All right, so we got NASCAR drivers on meth and Xanax. Baseball players on steroids, obviously. What's next? What about for polo?
Yeah, including the horses. The horses need to be on steroids too.
All right, so we got horses on steroids. So what do the riders have?
The guys are taking the horse steroids as well.
All right, so it's just an all out just fucking.
Dude, polo is the most like steroided out like fucking that in bullfighting.
And
with steroids, bullfighting becomes a hand-to-hand combat type thing.
Dude.
No more swords. Like you have to punch. The fucking bull in the face. Death. Yeah.
Tennis players on Jenny Craig.
Dude, tennis players they can take Xanax too.
Yeah, tennis players on Xanax. Well, then you'd have to.
And Adderall.
Would you have to change the equipment or like reinforce the equipment in order to compensate for the growing strength of the athletes?
If we're gonna talk about doping in sports, okay, then tennis has to have PCP.
All right. Yeah, so they're just incredibly strong and feel no pain.
Yeah, and
just have infinite stamina for about what? How long does PCP last? Like
I don't know.
An hour or something?
I have no idea. I've seen this one dude tripping across as he's walking across the street, like thinking he can rip a fence out of the ground, like a wrought iron fence.
Oh damn!
And he's just like, and like trying to bend the bars and shit like that. Like I was like, oh my god, dude. Don't come over here. I'm just sitting at a red light watching this go on.
Right.
Like, don't walk this way. Don't walk this way. Don't walk. All right, green light. Let's go.
PCP, man. Yeah, okay. Tennis. I would watch tennis now. Wimbledon would be much more interesting. And so now I'm just picturing just a bunch of tennis players just in tattered rags playing because they're just all high on PCP.
What about swimming? What would they be? Would they just do blood doping? Like high altitude blood doping and anabolics?
Blood doping and anabolics. So what exactly is blood doping? What does that do?
Blood doping is where you train your body, and when you're at a certain physical peak, when you get you're able to take in so much oxygen that you get all this extra oxygen in your blood cells that you can take it out of your system, save it, and then the day before you compete, you get all that blood put back into your system, and it's highly oxygenated and this and that, and so you just get all like, Whoa!
That does not sound safe at all.
It's blood doping.
I'm no doctor, but that does not sound safe.
How do you think? How do you think?
It makes me feel really that makes the idea of that makes me uncomfortable.
It's
the idea of doing that.
A lot of the Tour de France dudes, Lance Armstrong and shit like that. Lance Armstrong did steroids and blood doping and.
Yeah, man. No, that's insane. I didn't know that was the thing. I don't know that you could take the oxygen out of your blood and then reinsert it.
Well, you're not taking the oxygen out of your blood. You're taking your oxygenated blood out of you and then putting it back in right before you go and compete.
Still, man. I just don't like the idea of that.
It's crazy, right?
It's crazy.
And so what okay, that's what it is. A lot of these guys use a hyperbaric chamber. So it changes their altitude.
Hyperbaric, not hyperbolic.
Not hyperbolic.
Okay,
hyperbaric chamber.
Okay.
And so they sit in this, and it creates a pressurized system. So their blood cells start taking in more oxygen, and so when they're at that point, that's when they take.
See, that's insane.
Yeah,
that's some crazy. That takes some crazy science to figure that out and to actually do it and make it legal.
It's insane, right?
If it's not illegal and thing already. What does the outsider have for us? What is he saying?
He wants to combine tennis and jousting.
I'm for it. I like that idea. Tennis nets on a long last.
Here's
poles.
the thing. No.
Like,
Here's the thing. Is now the tennis ball sits on your opponent's head, and you have to try to joust the tennis ball off his dome from your position on the other side of that net.
But all right. So, but so each of you have a ball on top of your head. So you're also, but there's still a net.
There's still a net there. Yeah, you're still.
So you can't cross the net. But so you're also trying to use your tennis joust stick to knock the ball off their head.
Off the top of their dome.
All right. I like it.
I could see this as a Wii game.
I was thinking about like that show Wild and Crazy Kids. That was a great show, man.
That was a fucking great show.
I love the old Nickelodeon kids game shows that they would do like that. Because they did that one. What was the other one? It was Wild and Crazy Kids. There was Family Double Dare and like the Wall of Stuff. What was the other one that Mark Summers used to do?
Double Dare? Did you say that already?
Yeah, there was Family Double Dare, and then there was another one that was kind of like getting people in from the audience.
Oh, it was a special.
What would you do? It was what would you do with Mark Summers?
Okay.
Remember
that the talent one where they have the panel of like Nickelodeon stars?
Oh no, that's Figure It Out.
Figure It Out.
That was another good one. And that was the early 2000s, I think. But yeah, that was a good game show too, actually. Because like as a kid, you're like, man, I wish I could be on that show because you'd have, if they couldn't figure it out, you won prizes, but you'd also get to meet a bunch of Nickelodeon
it's like,
stars.
What is it? They like say like 3 different things.
Yeah, you have like your.
And this is Josh.
Yeah.
He makes paper airplanes and sets them at world record pace.
Exactly.
Or.
And then it was like a Wheel of Fortune type game, but where it was full phrases instead of just like plain letters. So you would have to guess, like you'd have to say like, I don't know, something about paper airplanes, and then so
was
it
it
would
like
be
Hangman?
Bing, kind of. Yes. It was pretty much that.
All right.
And so
Strange says Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, dude.
What was the Aggro Crag one?
Guts. Legend of the Hidden Temple and Guts, man.
I always thought I could be on Guts. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck that. I could run up that Astro Crag like a motherfucker.
I'd beat all these motherfucking idiots.
Get my glowing trophy.
Right, dude? I wonder if someone still has theirs.
Oh, they popped up on Reddit here and there.
Oh, really?
Like, people are like, hey, man,
That's
look
cool.
what I just bought from a pawn shop. And
I was hoping it was like the person who actually
but
won it.
that was another one that popped up, and this guy was like, well, I won mine.
Oh,
and
nice.
He's like, here's the episode and this and that, and
that's fucking cool, man.
yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, I would be freaking out if I was a kid getting on any of those shows.
I'm trying to think of like there's other shows on there. Oh, what was that? Nickelodeon Arcade.
Yes, the arcade, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, that one I would have loved more than any of the other games.
That was a cool one.
The idea of it, the execution,
their stupid green screen game at the end was dumb as fuck because the kids were always like, I don't know where to go. Like they
can't see
flailing. Yeah, they're just flailing their arm over here, and then they open the door, and it's like a skull that like eats them, and it's just like it's game over. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, they had some. Do they do game shows anymore on Nickelodeon?
I don't think Nickelodeon does anything but show SpongeBob, dude.
I think you're right. That's all I hear from them.
Yeah, I think it's just SpongeBob now. SpongeBob saved Nickelodeon. If it could be, it'd just be a SpongeBob network.
Yeah. That's funny. I mean, I remember watching like the first episodes of SpongeBob when they aired. And now they're still making new episodes?
Freaking crazy, dude.
That's insane,
they continue to make new episodes. It is one of the longest running continuous animated TV shows. Yeah.
And only behind like
Kids Show at least.
Simpsons.
No, Kids Show.
Kids Show. Yes, Kids Show. Yeah.
Like Simpsons isn't considered a kid show.
You're right. Yeah.
But yeah, holy shit.
The Adventures of Pete and Pete, which I actually...
That was a cool show.
Actually recently discovered. I haven't checked it out yet, but strange. They do Danny Tamborelli and Michael...
the other Pete.
The other Pete. the big... Little Pete and Big Pete do a podcast together nowadays. And it's called The Adventures of Danny and Mike.
Yeah, so they do their show. They talk... I don't know. They talk about everything we do.
Yeah. Pretty much. Or, well, I don't know. I guess I've never listened
to it. But in better form because, you know, they have the experience. They're actual entertainers.
Yeah. Heyo.
Oh, God damn it. I do have... No. It's too late now.
Too late to hit the rim shot. Yeah, dude. Adventures of Pete and Pete was awesome. I love that show. I love the fucking Mr. Swirly, who would never take off his outfit. Who fucking... Little Pete traded like a beetle for some ice cream once. Do you remember that episode?
No, I told you recently. Yeah. Like right now, the only thing I can only remember 2 episodes, and one is the Halloweeny episode, and the other one is like the Inspector episode where he comes over and eats the chicken wings.
Oh, okay, yes, that one.
That's it. Like that's the only 2 episodes I can really think of.
That's funny.
That really do come to mind, like legit.
Did you like Clarissa Explains It All?
Yeah, it was all right. I couldn't tell you any of the plot points or anything like that. Like I vaguely remember maybe she had a brother.
Yeah, she had a brother, Ferguson.
Okay, so the nerdy dude. Then. Yeah. Okay, and then her best friend would like climb in the window.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, and then she had a mini crocodile. Yeah. Yep. Or whatever in her room that they only show like every now and then. It's always like random ass like sitting in
its lawn chair.
Yeah.
She had I remember she had like a little kiddie pool with sand and like a little beach hut in there and like some beach shit like umbrellas and whatnot. And she had this little crocodile that was named Elvis.
Hey dude.
And yes,
his name was Elvis. That's right.
She named her little crocodile Elvis. But yeah, he was only up like once every 10 episodes or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, strange. That was actually filmed here. Here in town.
Represent. That's right. Hey Dude was awesome. I loved that one too. I would watch that one. Salute Your Shorts.
Fuck yeah, Salute Your Shorts.
Nickelodeon in the 90s was everything. It was my jam. As the kids say these days.
What about Kablam?
Oh fuck yeah! I love me some
Kablam was fucking awesome. It never they never showed it as much.
Yeah.
And they never made as many fucking episodes, but that show was fucking. It was off the wall. It was cool.
Fucking Action League now with the Flesh. He's super strong and super naked.
Yeah.
And Thunder Girl, who flies like thunder. Pinky Diver, a former Navy commando with an attitude as bad as his odor. And Melt Man,
yes.
with the power to
melt.
Yes, Prometheus and Bob, the Prometheus and Bob tapes. The fuck else did they have?
Those were
fondue.
The Prometheus and Bob tapes were fucking genius, dude.
Hilarious.
They were fucking. They were some of the best slapstick in the 90s, dude.
Yeah, and it was fucking. The concept was hilarious. Alien teaching a caveman shit, and yeah, it was one of those things.
But Alien fails at teaching caveman by his own deeds, type thing. You know, like
it's classic, fucking old school. You know,
slapstick.
Abbott and Costello kind of shit with Three Stooges for sure. But yeah, Kablam, man, they had some good shit on there.
That's pretty much like all I can really remember that I was like all into. You know, besides all that and Kenan and Kel,
yeah. Oh, yes, which by the way, he's getting his show. I think I brought that up.
Oh wait, yeah. What is Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh yeah,
which they're making tales scary. What is it? Scary stories to tell in the dark.
Oh no shit! Like dude, like the book series.
You haven't seen the commercial, the trailer for this?
No.
Oh, okay, we're gonna watch this trailer. I'm gonna fucking, holy shit, dude! It's fucking. All right, let's just do this real quick. Okay.
All right. So yeah, they're making. So this is the book that
yeah. Oh what?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Trailer. Where's the?
That says Scary Tales Soundtrack Super Bowl trailer.
Okay.
So this just happened. All right.
Hold on, let me.
I remember these books too. I remember when they came into my elementary school.
They were creepy, dude.
Yeah.
Like what was really creepy about them was the artwork.
Oh yes, the artwork was what threw it over the top, and that added definitely to the creepiness factor. Oh, Guillermo del Toro is going to do this one.
Scary stories to tell in the dark. This film is not yet rated.
This
summer from Guillermo del Toro.
We're next.
Dude, it.
Holy shit!
Stories to tell in the dark. This film is not yet rated.
I don't know why they have them all like
series.
All right in a row.
Yeah,
Vine style.
Scary stories. This film is not yet rated.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. It's
that's crazy. I didn't know they were making a movie about that. And like I said, that was definitely one of the scary books of my childhood. Probably pretty much the only scary book. I was not much of a scary book person.
Did you ever read Wayside Stories?
Oh fuck yeah! I have look, dude, they're sitting right there.
You got some over there?
I have all three of them.
Oh no shit!
I've got Sideways Stories from Wayside School, Wayside School is Falling Down, and Wayside School Gets a Little Stranger.
All right.
Fuck yeah, dude! My sister, my older sister used to read those books to me and my little sister like every summer.
Okay.
And like because I remember she used to read the first was for the longest time was the first and second one, and then she surprised us when we had no idea that they made a third one, or the Louis Sachar wrote a third one, And she surprised us. She's like, "Look what I got!" And we're fucking more. Fuck yeah, dude! Sideways Stories from Wayside School, all that shit. Fucking, it's a must-have. If has your daughter read them?
Nope.
Do you think she'd be down?
No.
If she's down, man,
I think she would.
I
really do think she would be.
I'll let her borrow them, dude. I think she'd get a fucking kick out of them. But yeah, no, dude. Yeah, read those to us every summer.
All right. Did they ever make a movie on that?
No, but I actually didn't. I found out that well, I didn't find out, but the guy who Louis Sanchar wrote the book Holes.
Okay.
And for that movie, so it's kind of the same thing. I mean, you can kind of tell like that's where some of the humor's from.
Okay.
It's kind of recognizable. You're right. Having the main character's name be the same backwards and forwards, that's definitely a Louis Sanchar kind of a joke.
Stanley Yelnats.
Fucking, but yeah. I always love this song. Oh, and you gotta change it now. Yeah. You gotta change it when I acknowledge it.
Yeah. Because you acknowledged it.
As soon as I acknowledge it, you change it. That's great. I like this one too.
It's party time now.
It is party time.
You gotta have a rap, Josh, about the Patriots being the best. Tom Brady being the best.
Patriots are the #1 team in the U.S. That's what I mean. Tom Brady kicked the ball. Did he do that? I didn't see it at all. Where'd it go? Is it on that side of the field? That guy's got it. He's running that way. Go get him. Tackle him. Touchdown. Patriots #1.
This is the greatest song ever. That is the greatest song ever.
You got it? All right.
What the fuck?
Is that good enough?
That was perfect.
I'm trying to, I got big shoes to fill over here.
That was a great fucking song.
Don't ask me to do it again. That's a once in a lifetime thing.
I wasn't going to.
Okay, good. Too much pressure the first time anyways. So I was at Taco Bell the other day.
Yeah.
And I noticed a large number of old people there. Like aside from myself and our friend Travis,
there were just a shit ton of
old
old
people.
people.
Old people.
Okay.
Like no one under the age of like 55.
You know what's happening, right? They're migrating.
They're migrating. They're coming. Are they going down to the border? They're close.
No, they're coming over here because it's fucking beautiful and warm over here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's fucking freezing where they're from.
Oh, that's what your take. My takeaways from this is that old people love Taco Bell.
That too.
Old people love Taco Bell, which I didn't realize.
That
before.
is true. Yeah. No.
Which I guess it kind of makes sense. I mean, it probably helps keep them regular. It's easy to digest. But
and it's soft tacos, so it's
soft tacos, and they are delicious.
Yeah,
they are very delicious. But it was a shock to me that old people seem to not be able to get enough Taco Bell.
You know what the secret is for Taco Bell? I bet their coffee is off the charts.
Ooh, you know what? I've never tried their coffee.
Exactly.
I bet it probably is.
The
old people know where the
good coffee is. Yeah,
it's good for affordable coffee.
True. Yeah.
Then none of that Starbucks crap. You don't see very many senior citizens at Starbucks.
No,
Maybe.
You see the poshy senior citizens.
The poshies, yes. Poshies, as they're called in their circle. They call themselves that.
In the retirement center circles.
Yeah. But some other Taco Bell facts that I found out this week was, this is the main taco fact, but Taco Bell gives their tortillas to NASA.
Why?
And because they use them in space.
Why?
In place of bread.
To eat? Really?
Yeah, they eat Taco Bell tortillas in space.
That's gross.
Well, the tortillas have a longer shelf life, and they don't run the risk of getting breadcrumbs all over the place.
Okay, that's cool.
Makes sense.
That's good to know that like essentially it's just tortillas are just a thinner naan.
Oh yeah, their tortillas especially, like their soft tortillas are very thick. I feel like
they're thicker. Yeah,
on the thick side.
Yeah,
which is how I like it. And also, Taco Bell is coming out with a vegetarian menu.
Okay. I mean, you can essentially just get any one of their meals already vegetarian.
Yeah, you can totally do that. But, like, I guess a lot of people don't know that.
Like, so I love your shredded lettuce. Can I just get a bunch of shredded lettuce in a taco shell, please?
And they'll do it.
Yeah.
They'll do it for sure.
Yeah.
You can get, like, all these substitutions, and you can substitute anything out for anything.
Wow.
On any menu. Yeah, Big Macs in space.
Dude, Big Macs in blah.
You don't like Big Macs?
No. If there's going to be a burger for my dedication in space, it would either have to be a Freddy's burger.
Ooh.
Or a nice, awesome, flame-broiled fucking $6 burger from Carl's Jr.
Ooh, yes, that's a tough one. I would go for probably Freddy's, I think.
A fucking triple patty.
Yes, a double bacon cheeseburger, I think.
Ooh.
Damn it, I'm making myself hungry. This is a bad idea. Talking about Taco Bell and food.
Hey, you brought up Taco Bell.
I did. It was my fault. I take full responsibility for my hunger pangs right now. Never heard of Freddy's? Freddy's, I don't even know how widespread Freddy's is as a burger chain. Well, they're a steak burger chain is how they advertise themselves.
Steak burgers.
Steak burgers and frozen custard. It seems to be I guess they're mostly located in our neck of the woods. Oh, no, wait, there's in Kansas.
Kansas.
Headquarters in Kansas.
They're from Kansas?
Yes, so not very widespread, not in your neck of the woods.
They're fucking bomb, though.
They're very good. Very, very good. Check them out, man. Yeah, their frozen custard is awesome, too. Everything. They do really great, like, chili cheese fries.
Really? They do chili cheese fries?
Yeah, they do chili cheese fries.
I did not know that.
Fuck yeah, they do. And they're delicious. But, like, their french fries, they're not, like, normal-sized french fries. They're, like, what would you call them? Like, shoestring?
They're way thinner than
really
shoestring.
Thin french fries.
It took me a while to grow on those french fries, but
you
once
have to literally eat like a handful of them to, you have to condense like 5 or 6 of them to like equal one regular french fry, but they give you a lot of them.
Yeah, no, you eat it and you're like, holy shit, those were actually really good.
Yeah, like they have a good seasonings that they use on their french fries there.
Yeah. That place is pretty bomb though. Check it out. It's
definitely. Yes.
Strange. It's worth the ride. Go to Kansas.
New Zealand was.
Oh, even New Zealand outsider. Yeah, go out there.
Yeah. Take the first flight
to
Kansas.
Yeah.
Non-stop and go straight to Freddy's. Tell them, you know what? Pay them extra to land the plane in front of Freddy's for you. I don't care how much it costs. It will be worth it. Right?
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if it's because my back or whatever, but I just feel like I've
bad back ham transition into
old. I'm feeling old man ham right now. I woke up the other night or last night, dude, and I was like aching in pain, and I was like, my legs hurt. What do I do?
I think I heard you up last night around 2 a.m.
Like, what do I do? I had to go get water so I can take some fucking ibuprofen, and then I sat there and watched what was on, because something was on. Night Court.
Night Court, nice.
Night Court was on.
Fuck yeah.
And so I kind of watched Night Court for a little, and then right after Night Court was fuck, what is it? Home Improvement. Yeah, nice. Home Improvement, and it was funny because like they were going on a rafting trip.
Oh, all right.
And
so was this one of the later episodes?
It was one of the later episodes because everyone went, including like Al and the chick, and then the one chick from the show.
Not Pamela Anderson.
Not Pamela,
right?
the brunette chick.
Right, but she was still the Tool-Time girl,
yeah,
right?
The Tool-Time
Brenda
girl,
or something was her name.
I don't remember her name. But anyhow, she goes, and then all of a sudden Wilson shows up with a helmet, like this helmet that is like
covering his face,
and it's like an Aborigine like rafting helmet of some sort or something like that. Like, I don't know. It was like this show's fucking ridiculous.
That was a good show, though. I mean, that was on the old school TGIF lineup, right?
Yeah.
Good shows, yeah.
Remember when the sun went all goth?
Yeah. Yeah, Taylor, whatever his name was.
Yeah,
Zachary, whatever.
Yeah, he went all goth, and
yeah, it was scary. And then his one son had a ponytail.
He had a ponytail?
Remember, like the oldest son, like he like went to go get his haircut and he came back and he had like a ponytail.
No, but that's fucking hilarious.
And the dad's like,
"Oh, is that when he shaved the bottom of his hair and then he
like he had like." Yeah, and he grew it like long on. I was kind of weird. Like they all the sons went through weird phases.
And then JTT.
Yeah, JTT.
As I like to call him.
Yes, of course. That's how would you call him anyway?
He went to Costa Rica.
In the show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because he wasn't on the. Was he not even in that episode?
He was in like not in like the last like season and a half or something.
Right, because
like,
they wrote him out of the show.
Yeah,
because
he went to Costa Rica and then he would show back up like on Christmas and things like that.
He was doing movies and shit because he was all over the teen magazines back then.
But yeah, that show.
So popular.
I just remember the goth kid. I remember his friend. He was hanging out with a friend who was goth before he went goth. And then like one episode, you just see him and he's wearing all black. And
black dyed hair and studded bracelets.
Yeah, and his nails were painted and everything. And you're like, whoa. And they don't really acknowledge it, really. They're just like, he's just, yeah.
They just kind of, I mean, they make kind of like offhanded, like, not offhanded, but just cracks about it here and there about him being a goth kid and wearing all black or something. But yeah, they never really like made fun of him outright, or I guess I think the brothers kind of fought over it, or made fun of each other. But they're brothers, sibling rivalry.
Yeah,
they love each other.
Dude, I want to go back and watch all of the Drew Carey show. I've been watching that, dude, and I honestly feel like it still will hold up.
I haven't seen that show in a long time, but for a while I was watching that show, all like new episodes when they came out a lot, and when they do like live episodes too. Every
now and then, they would do a live episode or like a musical, or they would do a Whose Line Is It Anyway type of episode,
like a improv style, where they would redo different lines or something. Yeah. But no, Drew Carey show was definitely really funny, and it was pretty like we talked about it before. It was like being ahead of its time in that, like, Drew's brother was a cross-dresser, and he got him a job at where he was working, and like he was like, well, I have to show up to work as a woman, in women's clothing because that makes me more confident and shit. And yeah, it was. They were very accepting of him as a cross-dresser at that job.
There's just a bunch of different stuff in that show that it's actually pretty cool to watch now. Going back and watching it in the mind frame that I am now, and like, how progressive.
That's very progressive.
Progressive.
Good for you, Drew. Good for you. Good for you.
And that's why he does The Price Is Right now.
Yes. Is it though?
And he's also a WWE Hall of Famer. Are you a WWE Hall of Famer?
I'm not a WWE Hall of Famer. And I don't know why you need to keep rubbing that in my face every time you can. Like, hey Josh, you WWE Hall of Famer? Ha, I thought not.
Nope. Drew Carey is though.
Yes, Ham, you told me that yesterday.
Wait, who else?
And the day before.
Pete Rose is too. So's Donald Trump.
God damn it.
So does that mean that the
Drew
prestige
Carey's the next president?
Well, does that mean the prestige for that Hall of Fame drops a little bit because of who's inducted?
It can. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it can.
Can you believe that Donald Trump and Drew Carey are on the same level of Hall of Fame inductees?
Kind of. I can. All right. Yeah. No. I can grasp my head around it. It's a little ridiculous, but I can do it. God damn it. Do you have a Hall of Fame induction? Blah, blah? No. Drew Carey though, was very, very funny dude. In general, and that show was and still is pretty funny.
Wasn't he a Marine or something?
I believe he was actually. I believe he was because I mean that's kind of where he got that haircut from, right?
I don't
Isn't
know.
that why he got like the flat top style?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, no, he was made fun of a lot of as a kid for being overweight. The kids used to lock him in with like the basketball like cage or whatever, and like leave him there like overnight.
Really?
Yeah. Like over like again at the school, I guess.
Would his parents not know where he is? Oh, Drew's out again, hanging out with his friends.
Yep. His home life was terrible too. Dad was a cannibal. I don't know.
Cannibal. I'm making that up.
Am I?
I don't know.
I don't know. Never know. Mandela effect. Who is that?
What's a new Mandela effect? Wait, what? What's happening? Strange, are you trying to get all conspiracy theory with it?
Bringing in the conspiracy talk. Mandela effect.
I didn't know there was a new Mandela effect.
Drew Carey's dad being a cannibal.
Ooh, that's a possibility.
Remember the Ed McMahon taking big checks to people's houses?
No, I don't remember him doing it. I remember like a bunch of like camera crew and like this there was always this one random thin white guy and like this lady.
Yeah.
And like they would have microphones.
Okay, yes, no, I remember that, and like there was like, "Hey, ma'am, are you so and so?" Yes.
But I remember
I
remember Ed McMahon like promoting.
He was promoting it for sure. He's like Publishers Clearinghouse, you could win, blah blah blah. And he was on an episode of Boy Meets World,
right,
where he was going to present Eric with Matthews with a check.
Yeah,
but he was actually going to bring it to one of Eric Matthews' fake names that he made up. So he couldn't actually
claim it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I remember that. But the commercials and stuff I remember were there. Ed McMahon wasn't actually there.
Yeah, no, he would promote the commercial. Ed McMahon's too important to go to your house.
Yeah. You think he's gonna just show up at your house? You might have a gun. He doesn't know. He's Ed McMahon.
Yeah.
Does he have time for his shit? No. He's got people to give you big fake checks.
He did. He just knock and leave the check on the door and walk away.
Bing. Good old Ed Ding Dong Ditch McMahon. That is a crazy Mandela effect. But is that what you remember, Strange? You remember Ed McMahon bringing big checks to people's houses? People's pouches? Pouches. People's pouches. No, that doesn't make sense.
I remember the first time Febreze ever came out because we all fucking got a free sample. Someone like some people, I don't know, people came through and like
people were knocking on the door.
Yeah, they didn't knock on the door. No, they just like walked by and put this on your mailbox and You know, and it was just a little sample of Febreze.
Of Febreze?
Yeah, and it was every single house up and down the whole neighborhood, to the point where they gave out so much Febreze that all these kids were taking it to school with them the next day, and there was like all this seventh grade class that smelled like Febreze the whole time because Febreze smelled amazing at the time. You're like, oh man, look at this, it just smells good.
Oh, middle school kids.
Shit bursting in people's backpacks and stuff. It's fucking hilarious.
God damn, dude. That's some weird, crazy kid shit. I would have done the same thing, though. Like, me and my friends have, like, it was like little squirt bottles of Febreze. Yeah. That's fucking hilarious.
They were probably as big as, like, the mod, and just with a little squirt on top. Oh, that's man, cool. This smells so good. I was like, I like knew all the not abandoned, but just houses that the people weren't there every right. part of the, you know, the year. Like, they're snowbirds, you know, and they would come back and live in that house for 3 months, 4 months, and then go back home.
Right.
You know, and they would get the samples put there, you know, or whatever it is, and just go, bam, pick it up. Especially with, like, the pizza place that was around the way. You'd go and get their coupons because you already used your coupons and shit, and you're like, God damn it.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I stack up those coupons. There's one time when I used, or no, it was like my sister used, like, we ordered a pizza on the phone. We had like a coupon for a free pizza, and the lady was like, okay, cool, and like, just like, your total was basically like nothing, and they didn't even ask for the coupon when they delivered the pizza, so we had it for next time.
Nice.
But yeah, we probably could have taken advantage of that way more often. But
of what? Free Febreze?
No, free pizza.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, free Febreze would be very, very beneficial. Unlimited amount, yes.
It wasn't unlimited, but it was a good amount. You could hoard it for at least a good while.
Okay.
Trade some Febreze for some blank cassette tapes.
Oh, damn.
So you can make a mixtape for your chick.
But then what are you going to spray the mixtape with to make it smell good before
you got like 30 bags of Febreze over here. I mean.
Oh, man. So you're stockpiling, you're trading.
Yeah.
All right. I see it.
You know, like, hey, man, I'll trade you some Febreze for, we used to have this in-house currency at the school called a Bulldogger.
Bulldogger?
Yeah.
Currency? For your...
Yeah, like you can use this to get in front of the line at lunch, or you can use this to go get snacks from the snack bar and shit like that.
All right. And then you just fucking trade them out.
Yeah.
Be king of the school. Richest man in the school.
Go.
Damn, Strange. You a straight up bully. Throwing 4 glass stink bombs in dude's backpack and zip tying it shut and stomping on it.
Nice.
That's hardcore, man.
Nice.
That backpack probably still smells like shit to this day. Because it's probably been thrown into a dumpster. That is pretty fucked up.
I never threw it on. I never threw stink bombs on anyone. I threw them in hallways where they like evacuated a whole floor because they were like, it smells like natural gas. It smells like natural gas.
We had most of my friends were doing fart bombs. You know, same thing, but like they didn't use glass.
They actually farted?
Well, like, it was like a pouch.
Oh, okay. Is it the one where you like push the thing in the middle and it fizzes up and then you throw it and it goes...
Yeah.
And then it just lets out rotten egg scent?
Yeah. But yeah,
¡Ey! En español, güey. Vamos a hablar español. Nah, man. We really don't. But hey, man, welcome. You can talk to Strange. Strange knows Spanish.
Welcome. No say.
You're supposed to say bienvenidos, güey.
You
said welcome.
I said bienvenidos. I said benidos.
You said benidos.
Oh. Lo siento. Por favor.
Yeah.
Perdóname.
Do it right, bro.
Bienvenidos a Domingo something. I'm gonna make a fool of myself. I'm a gringo. Yo soy un gringo gigante.
You're not that giant though.
Well, I'm just in terms of being gringo,
You're a giant gringo.
Yeah, I'm a big gringo. I put mayonnaise on everything.
Yeah, you do eat mayonnaise with everything. That is fucking white as fuck. Yo, I could already feel my arteries clogging up.
Dude, French fries and mayonnaise is not bad. Fucking also, no one else is delicious. Fucking fish stick sandwich. Fish stick and mayonnaise sandwich.
That actually sounds pretty bomb.
It's really
Yo, what was the last time you had fish sticks?
It's been
not fish dicks,
no,
but fish sticks.
It's been years since I've had fish sticks. For sure.
I'm trying to think of the last time. I maybe it's been years.
Yeah,
it's been years.
I can't even remember honestly. I maybe it has been. I don't know if that's the last time I had them, but I do remember I bought a pack of fish sticks over a decade ago, and it was like
fish sticks or fish sticks?
Sticks.
Okay.
Yes, but it said like 7 or 6 in the package, and there were 7 in the package. And
that's it?
Like, well, yeah. Well, there was one more in the package than they said that was in the package, so I was really excited.
They're fish sticks that came in a package of 6, like individual servings.
Like I said, it's been so long since I've bought fish sticks. I don't know what amount they come in. Been that long, so
they usually come in like 20.
Well, maybe if you buy like a fucking Costco style bag.
No way.
How big are your fish sticks, man?
Fish sticks are tiny.
I'm talking about like they can actually.
No, those aren't fish sticks. Those are fish fillets. Those are fillets.
Well, then maybe I got fish fillets then.
I had some Costco brand fish fillets. They were not good.
Ooh. Well, ones I got were good, and I got one more than they said was on the box, and it was a good day.
All right.
Yeah.
Fillets and sticks. Guess you're used to a mouthful all the time.
It's all I can. That's how I do everything. I just need a mouthful.
Whale sticks.
Whale sticks.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
God damn it.
Need to know that it's in my mouth.
All right, give us a second, guys. What the fuck? I'll be right back.
Patriots #1 football team. Tom Brady threw a touchdown. That's the story of the big game that I didn't see.
Tom motherfucking Brady does it again, baby. Yo, Tom Brady's a badass, dude.
All right.
I'm never gonna take away
never gonna not
his shine. He deserves what he gets, dude. He's a badass.
Well, good for him. I'm glad he's a badass, and I believe you because why not?
People hate him because he's good. That's the shitty part.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see if
Yeah.
it's like a John Cena thing, you know, where it's like it's written
makes
for him
sense.
to be good. You know,
But it is though, because it's all
not,
fixed.
He's not. Yeah, I guess you're right. God damn it. Okay, wrestling's fixed, just like every
Everything's
other
fixed.
sport.
What if that's the big twist? Is that wrestling is not fixed, but every other sport
How
is?
funny would that be if wrestling was not fixed?
Because that would just blow everyone's mind away.
That would. I'm gonna just leave my mic all the way up, and then I'm gonna get close. 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 I love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our topics to get off of. Now we got some other getting off to do.
Gross. That's fucking gross. Dude, that's fucking gross. That's fucking gross. Why would you do that to me?
Why not?
That's gross.
I mean, you
That's gross.
interpreted it that
That's
way.
gross.
Your mind's in the gutter.
My mind's in the gutter. My mind's too busy thinking about watching Hey Dude.
Exactly. It's in the gutter.
Yeah, that show does suck.
Well, thank you all for joining us. Thanks, New Zealand Outsider. Thank you, Strange. Thank you, our guest. Gracias,
Yeah.
Senor. We want to wish you well. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, and don't forget
And
to follow the
Don't-
YouTube
yes,
page.
We're on the YouTubes now.
Yeah, we're doing the YouTubes thing.
It's YoBro Radio on the YouTubes.
So go over there, spread the word, you know, just start slanging that shit like it's hot crack.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, but yeah.
It sounds like something the kids would say. Fortnite.
Fortnite, baby. Yo, I'm just going to start tagging Fortnite on all this shit from now
all
on.
this
Yeah,
shit.
I'm going to start doing that.
Hashtag Fortnite.
Hashtag Fortnite.
Yes,
All right.
perfect.
All right, guys.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Kisses.
Bye.